I wake up, you know, still be trying to figure out this life shit. Can't say I got answers yet, but, you know, I feel like we all trying to figure this out. Yeah, what's a life without peace? Life without goals, life without love, life without souls, life without joy.
Hip-hop, y'all think hip-hop started in 2003. I'm not going to put no disrespect to the 80s. Because 80s rap, 80s music was everything. So no, when I hear that, that's what started with me with Drake. When I heard the greatest of all time, top 5, no man, that's not real. You can't put, that's not anything that should be even discussed of him being in that top 3,
but
top
why?
5.
Like, it's not like, here's the thing, bro. It's not like his credentials ain't what they are. He can rap very well. He got the numbers to back. We never seen it before. He got the numbers to back it. So that alone, you can be. Why y'all looking over there?
No, I'm just looking.
Oh.
No,
I'm really just saying, like, basically, bro. You can't discredit him all the way. Like, the nigga did do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did something. He worked his ass off for something. Can't discredit him for what he's done so far. I can't let you do that.
Numbers is cool, hits is cool, billboards.
No,
cool.
right.
But
And you know how I feel about Drake. But at the same time, I can be unbiased and look and say, I'm not saying you are, well, now you basically said you are being biased.
Yeah, I'm biased. But he won, so my bias should come into play.
But I'm just saying, I agree as far as he's taking a hit, but I can't look at him and say he's not who he is. Like, prime example, I'm a Rockets fan. I hated Kobe with a fucking passion because every time we played these motherfuckers, we always got our ass whooped. Back forever, it feel like. But the nigga's great.
Yeah.
The nigga's great. He was great. It was a love-hate situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you because you're great, but I hate you because you keep beating my fucking Rockets. You know what I'm saying? With Drake, I feel like people love his music. They don't love the shit that he does, of course. His angle, pause. They don't love all of that shit.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but they don't love all of those things about him. But at the same time, we love his music. He deserves at least that respect, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He deserves at least that respect.
I'm just laughing because you said them angles. It's about his lyrics.
Yeah, nah, he deserved that though. Like he deserved at least that. Like, hey, I hate that nigga, but the nigga good.
But he not top 3. I mean, okay, this would, because hip hop is subjective. Hip hop is subjective. So I learned to take, one thing I want to learn moving forward is that I can understand people's lists, right? So us 3 in this room, and we say, hey, who's your top 5 quarterbacks or whatever in the NFL? We're gonna mostly agree on the same 5.
Yeah.
If it ain't the order, it's the names, right? Same with basketball, top 5 players, because we see it. It's not emotional. And I'll get to that point later. And we take music, we name our top 5 rappers all the time. And we like, none of the 5 really matches. And that's the difference, because music is emotional. Everybody that's heard this between Kendrick and Drake, it was emotion involved. Friendships was lost during this battle between people across the country. Team Drake, Team Kendrick.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest rap beef ever. Man, I've heard stories from my partners saying, yo, like, man, two of my partners, man, got into it on three-way call, dog. We was all talking about one guy was Team Drake, other guy was Team Kendrick, and it got personal. I'm like, what the fuck, for real? Like, friendships was lost during this battle. That's how big this moment was. Yeah. Like, they are going, this was everything. And it's just like, man, what we talked about this last episode, and I seen the reactions on social media the next when I woke up. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, why these niggas getting that mad? I started thinking like, what the fuck? So I'm looking through the comments and I'm peeping it and I'm just scrolling and I see who's responding. And I said, huh. Women is Drake's biggest fan base. And I seen Kendrick made them do the impossible. You talk about the impossible. Kendrick made them shift from F Drake, you Aubrey Weinstein, get out of here. They went all the way to Kendrick. We was told that Kendrick was boring. We'd say he talked too political. He's too, you know what I mean? And they switched to that side. But who stayed was a lot of these men I seen. They was pissed off. They was mad at a list. They was mad at how you put Ludacris over Drake. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I did. Emotional. And I said, dawg, I hope that y'all go this crazy and go at bat for the women y'all chasing, for the wives y'all have, for the girls y'all want that works at your job. I hope y'all go at bat for them women. Because women tapped out. Y'all stayed. And I question each and every one of you that is going this crazy over two people that don't even know you. They don't know y'all. Okay? They don't know me. They don't know Rudy. They don't know UFM TV. They don't know nobody. They don't know you either. The same guy you made your profile picture some random anime cartoon character. That is you. You need to look at yourself in the mirror. For real. I'll put that up the way.
TDAK, everybody.
I'm telling you.
Sign it off.
But they are getting behind a guy that's an alleged pedophile. I'm not saying it is. We don't know the allegations. We don't know if it's true or not. That's why I said alleged. They're going at bat for that type of person.
At this point, when you say alleged, when you look at the videos on X of people at the clubs, screaming certified pedophile, like, I mean, at this point, everybody's saying it. So what is it gonna do? Sue everybody that says that in the club?
Can't.
So it's.
I mean, but
that's the crazy part.
let's rewind, because I think we need to break this shit down. We haven't broken the entire timeline of this beef. Because first of all, I really want to know if we really understand that we witness history, right? Like, I was telling my wife, my wife.
Yeah,
I was telling my wife, do you understand for the past 3 or 4 days, the world has been on pins and needles? Like, media can't even keep up with what these niggas was doing. Like, do y'all understand we witness history? Like, this is the greatest battle. This is the Cold War. This is what would happen if the Cold War actually happened. Like, first, let's appreciate what the fuck just happened. Like, for both of these brothers.
Yeah.
Because, like, you compared it to, like, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that Errol and they had the nutbag to say, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna get in the ring. Mm-hmm. We're gonna see who the better man is. And I believe, truly, I believe, contrary to belief, I really believe that those two brothers still got respect for each other.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? and I ain't trying to be like a peaceful ass nigga. I just don't want us to. I don't want us to lose sight that these are. It's not like we talking about oral boinkings against Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? This is if Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali met in the ring.
Yeah.
That's what we just watched. We watched the impossible.
Yeah.
This is an amazing moment for hip hop in general. Yeah. So before we get to the shits, I really wanted to make sure that we have an understanding of what we just witnessed. Because we can't take it for granted. Because we don't know if it'll ever happen again.
What we witnessed, I feel like we was like in a not a time machine, but like time frozen. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I can give Drake all this flack in the world, I can admit that when you talk about this generation, it's Kendrick and Drake. And what made it so perfect was because you had two guys that was on the opposite end of everything in life, right? So Drake and if it was Drake and Future, it wouldn't have the same hit because it would be the same similarities and things of that nature. It's probably beefing over some bullshit, right? If it was Kendrick and Cole, it never would have hit as much. I believe that it would have been one song each, maybe two, and they'd have been done. But it never would have got this damn personal. And one thing I
think you're missing something.
What's up?
I'm a Kendrick fan. Just make sure we have this understanding. Drake is why this battle was so big. If it was Kendrick and Cole, it wouldn't be the same.
Nah, it wouldn't. It wouldn't hit.
Drake is that's why I say you still gotta respect that man.
Yeah, for sure. Two best of the generation.
You still had to have a certain line of respect for him because he stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, we gonna talk about it a little bit later, but it's some shit that he do need to address, in my opinion. I feel like for a long time, it's been a lot of... For a long time, I feel like he's been playing a role, and I don't understand why he's playing this role. Like, I feel like he's been acting for the past couple of years. Now, I understand when it comes to, in the music industry, you do have to create a character, but I feel like he's played and leaned into these characters as if it was really him.
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like he lost his identity. Which, when you got to this battle, you had to have an understanding of exactly the magnitude of what was going on. And I don't think that he understood the magnitude of what really was happening in front of him.
Yeah.
So, as we know, these two have been going back and forth for a decade now, right?
Yeah, definitely, since you want to say 2013, 14, yeah.
I feel like Drake got sensitive with the control verse. Because I feel like everybody else in the rap industry either did one or two things. They took on the challenge or they dissed. He was the only one, I feel like, that had something to say, but it wasn't from a standpoint of competitiveness. It was from a standpoint of, like, I'm bigger than that. Like, I don't know. Right. I'm Michael Jordan. Like, he literally said, I'm Michael Jordan. Is Michael Jordan gonna go play basketball at a pickup game? Do you understand what is going on right now? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm questioning his mentality when it comes to the culture.
Yeah.
Do you understand what exactly are you doing right now? Now, I understand you are who you are. Yeah. And you gotta hold your nuts up like a man. But at the same time, when did it become reality to you? Like, that nigga's not playing with you.
And we spoke about that. It was like the approach taking this beef, known as the biggest beef in rap history, and your mentality was, I got the crowd on my side. I got the fans. I'm an arrogant approach. I got the fans. I ain't tripping. I can put out one bop, one dance club song, and I'm good. Not knowing this other motherfucker is here for blood.
No, man, but I don't think people really understand. I remember having these conversations with a lot of people. They don't, I'm telling, it's certain niggas you do not fuck with. You leave that man alone. Don't fuck with him. Leave him alone, or you need to be prepared for war. If you prepare for war, go over there and fuck with him. If you not, don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
Meek Mill was not one of them.
That's why you said earlier, Rudy, after Kendrick does this, he's gonna disappear. He's gonna take like another 4.
What do I need? What else? I'm certified now, bro. I am certified. This is it. This was the greatest battle of all time, and it was this. We were talking earlier, and I said this is the Pistons beating the Lakers.
Yeah.
Kobe and Shaq, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Derek Fisher,
Rick Fox
against Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince,
and Rip,
Lindsey Hunter.
and these niggas drafted Darko Milicic right before that season.
Y'all thought y'all had it. No, this nigga is really like that, bro. You underestimated. You gotta eat your food.
Yep.
You didn't eat your food. It was ready. You had the media behind you. You literally had the number one nigga in hip hop right now behind you.
Yeah.
He wants you to win so he can talk shit. And even he had to say, shit, this nigga not coming with it. What's up? Like, what are you doing now?
Yeah.
He made the mistake of underestimating the culture. Nothing's bigger than the culture.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Nah, that's true.
If hip hop is what I believe hip hop to be, nothing is bigger than the culture. Not even the industry.
Yeah.
And this is what the war was. This is why you see Not Like Us is on TNT right now. All 3 of his disses is on TNT, bro.
Yeah.
At least all the upbeat stuff.
I know Like That, Euphoria, and Not Like Us.
What are we doing, bro? This is what I'm saying. You can't underestimate the culture.
Yep.
He came into this whole entire battle, and I really want to understand why. And maybe y'all can make me understand. How do you come to a gunfight with a sword, with a knife, with a rock? You came in here lackadaisical, like this shit is all fun and games, and not understanding the magnitude of the moment. And I know he didn't understand the magnitude of the moment because the way that he approached it.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the game. Like, am I tripping or not? Like,
No, you making perfect sense.
how do you not approach this nigga like he's somebody?
Because that's one thing too, and Akil and I talked about this. You know how Trey is really big in wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And he thinks Roman Reigns is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
But we always say that, who did he go up against? He had a 10-year run with nobody else to come up against him as far as popularity, wrestling movement. I don't know too much about wrestling, but
Yeah.
really the same. Do you think Drake is kind of that in a sense as far as there's nobody that ever came close to him?
It was just the perception. So the thing is that the perception made it seem like Drake is just everything because of hits. It's Billboard. It's all the things that's with what comes with it, right? So you gotta understand how it works. Hip hop was not built on hits, Billboard, none of that shit, right? So that's why I wanted to get to like Kendrick, where it comes to the culture where he came from. We know what he's about. Versus Dre, we see him on the grassy. You know, he came up a different way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what made this something special.
But I don't think, see, here's the thing. This is the thing. I don't think that Drake approached. I don't think Drake approached music as if he wanted to just be hip hop.
Yeah,
that's the difference. I feel like this is what's the word I'm looking for? This is an avenue for him to get to where he really want to go.
Yeah.
He told us on So Far Gone, basically. Like, why did we like So Far Gone?
It felt authentic to me.
It was originality, right?
Yeah.
He introduced the world, he introduced hip hop to more
To a new sound.
Not a new sound, but it was a more diverse selection of music.
Yeah.
Would you agree we should let it be? It's
To the pop people.
he told us back then, this is what I'm trying to do. This is really what my lane is right now. I'm doing this because of X, Y, and Z. We had never heard anybody doing anything like that.
Yeah. So basically, if Drake, if R&B was the #1 genre right now, well, not even say right now. If R&B was #1 genre, Drake would be.
I wouldn't put that jacket on him. I would say, honestly, he wanted to do more than just hip hop. Hip hop was just an avenue. It's the easiest. Hip hop is the easiest avenue to get into. It's a new rapper popping up every 5 minutes nowadays. You know what I'm saying? At that moment, it's like y'all gotta still remember, hip hop in a lot of ways is still young. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only 50 years old.
Yeah.
You feel me? So at that moment, we talking about the blog era. It's nothing to get on the blog.
Yeah.
The blog era.
That's where we go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at that, I feel like we keep putting him in this group, and he don't want to be in that group.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever wanted to be in that group. I think he does it because he likes to do it, but I don't think that he respects it, if that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying.
He don't understand, like, if we just look at the moves that he's made concerning music for the past 10 years, that's not hip hop.
Yeah.
That's not hip hop. At all.
Like hotline bling and shit.
Well, it's not. I won't say Hotline Bling because Hotline Bling. But shit, that was somebody else's song.
Yeah.
As far as the pop thing goes, though, could you say the same for a couple artists like Nicki Minaj? Because when she came into the game, like, she didn't know off of.
But Nicki be wanting to battle motherfuckers. Like
She always
Nicki is hip
some-
hop. Like, I don't care what nobody got to say. I'm not a Nicki fan, but I know she's hip hop. There's no question about it. You can like her, love her. She gonna die on her sword.
Nah, for sure.
No matter what, she gonna die on her sword. Even when she do come out with them poppy ass records, she makes sure she got at least one.
Yeah.
That's a rapidy rap record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think the money, like we was talking about this shit earlier, like the money. But when I look at Drake, it's different. It's not like he's not trying to. It don't feel like, I always said this shit. And I was so happy when Nothing Was the Same, because that was the most braggadocious, like authentic, like he was rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That nigga, he had some of those other joints, don't get me wrong, but I felt like at that moment he felt like he could be the best. I don't feel like he even gives a fuck about being the best at this point.
Nah, hell no.
But it makes sense because shit, in a lot of ways he been the best for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think even with him being the best, he didn't respect him being the best. I don't think he gave a fuck about being the best.
Nah. So if you break it down, so we break it down round by round, because it was four.
I probably
pieces.
contradicted the shit out of myself. Huh?
Why you say that?
You gotta make sense of it. You gotta make sense of it.
So it's like you take four rounds, and we go round by round. Euphoria versus push-ups.
I got Euphoria. I went back and listened to that shit again. That's a top 5 disc record.
That's for sure. And remember, I told you before during this time, I said, man, this might be Eat the 2024 at one point, or that song. But I'm gonna get to it later after we done with the rounds. But man, that was one. But I'm gonna tell you something about bro. I told you this before. Euphoria and push-ups it's like when you listen to push-ups. No, you listen to Euphoria. It's like you going to school in college and you had this real good lecture from this professor. It was a great lecture. He spoke to you. It was great. It was knowledgeable. It was relatable. It's like, okay, this is dope. But when you go to push-ups, it takes your mind back to 10th grade, 3rd period algebra. It was basic. Or like an English class, basic. I already know this already. It's like it dumbed my knowledge down a bit. Not special ed shit, but just like, I came from knowledgeable Kendrick and I'm breaking down lyrics and it's smooth and everything is straight. And I go to this song, it's like, nah. I don't feel the same. It's like, because when you listen, because push-ups is cold, but until Euphoria came out.
He spread his bullets out too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, one target.
Yeah.
He did not execute on that one target.
No.
It's a good record.
But not Euphoria.
But it's not Euphoria.
No. And then round 2, that was Taylor Made Freestyle and 616 in LA. Now, I will tell you, Taylor Made Freestyle, and they gonna think I'm just biased. Whatever. I didn't like it because you basically pissed on Tupac's grave, and I didn't appreciate that. And you're basically just like, yo, I can just use their AI without their permission. No.
But if you think, this is what I'm saying again, if you think in culture, why the fuck would you do that?
It doesn't make sense. It really don't make sense, bro. Because the thing that made the AI shit so bad is Tupac didn't have his cadence with him. Like, he didn't say,
exactly.
Yeah.
I want my people free. Like, he never said none of that shit, bro. Because, like I was saying earlier, I started listening to Taylor Made Freestyle a little more, and it would have been so much better without the AI. It was a good song, great beat, smooth. Like,
yeah.
The last verse was good. It's just, yeah. Just fucked everything up.
I'll tell you what would have been good if he would have took Taylor Made Freestyle as a video and walked around Kendrick's neighborhood or something, or where his old neighborhood was, and or be in LA was like, Kendrick, we need you. West Side Savior, take all the, the gang members in LA, like show like, yo, cause that would show is that Drake is respected in LA. You know what I'm saying? They rock with him, no matter what, even in the hood.
You gotta think about time too, though.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It would have took too much. That's a lot of energy.
That's true. That's true. But I think I would have to give the nod to 616 in LA.
No, I agree. Especially after listening to it again, it's like he was walking him through what your mentality is.
Yeah.
Like, he telling you, like, yeah, you fucking up. Like, I can tell you not ready for this shit.
Oh, can we go back to Euphoria real quick? I've got to make this point. We forget how deep, methodical Kendrick was with that shit, bro. He took Euphoria of the meaning, and then it said on the bottom about award-winning series Tuesday or something like that, like Tuesday's the time we up or whatever. And I think I have a conspiracy theory later on. I'll talk about it after the round 4. But the executive produced by Drake, the show, and I did not know because I don't watch the show. The show is basically sexualizing teenagers. I didn't think about it. He had his name on that show. You know what I mean? So it just run the bill, like the meaning, the thoughts that Kendrick had, bro.
Got sick. This is why this is a masterclass. This was a masterclass. he dissected every piece of who Drake is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've never seen anybody get like fucked up like this.
Piece by piece.
Well, now we have Ja Rule did get fucked up.
Yeah. We get Family Matters and then Meet the Ground. And this is on Friday where this was like, yo, this might be the greatest day in hip hop history.
Yes.
May 3rd, 2024.
Yes.
We
seen history.
Bro, we get Meet.
Yes.
A day later, we get Meet Family Matters. Oh shit! Okay, Drake responded to 616. You know what I mean? Because 616 was, bro, that was Friday morning.
Yeah.
We get at the night. Family Matters. Okay, cool. We okay. We're dissecting Family Matters. And then 15 fucking minutes later, dog, we fucking get Meet the Grams. And it's like, Meet the Grams, it's the family to family. And it's like, oh my God, like, what is happening?
Well, I've been seeing lately a lot of people saying that they didn't like, well, they felt like the aura of Meet the Grams was dark. And I feel like it was supposed to be dark.
He said,
he was trying to show, he did. This is why I damn near felt like Meet the Grams was the best one. Other than not, like, it's probably the second one. I don't know. It was great. The reason why I'm so big on Meet the Grams is because he embodied a dead body. He talked to his son. He talked to his family. Even if we take out, let's say we take out the kid situation.
The alleged daughter, yep.
The alleged daughter, because everybody keep talking about the truth and things of that nature. And in my opinion, well, I'll talk about it later. But, well, we can talk about it because we was wondering who is this sex offender that's in his clique?
Right.
Who is this guy that they talking about? So for everybody that's saying there was no truth in anything, we have, like, I think the internet has found out that who the sex offender was.
Right.
But it embodied, I was texting my homeboy and I was like, this is a eulogy. He is talking this man to his death.
Yeah.
As a therapist. It was like a scary movie or some shit like that. I've never seen no shit like this other than like that horrorcore flip shit that they used to do.
Yeah.
Is there a darker record like this record?
Hell no.
This is probably the darkest.
This the darkest record. Man, I ain't gonna say the darkest hip hop record ever, but this, yeah.
Because I was looking at a comment section, and somebody said that I haven't felt a record this dark since Dance with the Devil.
Oh,
Anybody
please.
that heard that song, that was one of the darkest tracks.
Yes.
Man, look here.
Ever, bro.
My favorite group is Bone Thugs and Harmony. Go listen to Faces of Death. Go listen to when it was called. See, they was called Bone Brothers at some point. No, yeah, Bone Brothers. That was their name before they turned to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Go listen to Sons of Assassins from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and tell me what's dark. If we're talking about beef, this for sure, easy. Meet the Grams, dark. But as far as hip hop records, dog, go listen to Sons of Assassins, talking about where Bizzy Bone was basically saying he took him and his dad, shot up some cops and all that shit with gauge pumps. And the storytelling was lazy, crazy, and busy on that song. But anyway, this record for sure. Dark. When he talked to his mom, I ain't gonna lie, when he talked to his mom.
That nigga called, he didn't say Miss Sandra, he said Sandra.
Nigga said Sandra, not Miss Sandra. He said, I want you to know that your son, how he said it? He said, I know you got a son, basically, like, people like him should die. I don't know how he said it, how he worked. I'm gonna get to it later. But I'm like, yo, this some dark shit. That shit, like the jaw drop was the daughter alleged. That verse was like, oh shit, this is the one. But Dart, bro, when he talked to his mom and said she should sit down for this one, and you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's 3-0 at this point.
I'm gonna keep it. No, fuck that. I said it was over. It's nothing this man can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing that nigga outdid him all the way around. You can't beat that nigga. He gonna go way further than what you willing to go. I don't believe Drake would have. This man acted like a therapist.
Yeah.
Bro.
We ain't talking about Akil. We not talking about just writing bars. This ain't just like
This some
so and so. No, I'm going to embody. I'm going to put a real mirror in front of you, my nigga. Do you understand what's going on?
bro. This man.
Who's gonna go that far? I don't even think J. Cole would have went that far.
Hell no. Hey, hell no.
Nobody.
No.
Who would have went? The only nigga I know that would I would have, like, we just talking like just for the sport and shit. I would have loved to see Kendrick and DMX.
That'd have been nasty.
This is DMX, like a nigga that he makes a song in the perspective of the devil.
Yeah.
This is Rakim, like what this nigga he describes the creation of the universe.
Yeah.
Who is God? Talks about it from particles. That's what school this nigga is from.
Yep.
You not prepared for that, bro.
Yeah.
After that record, bro, I said, oh nah, it's nothing he can do.
Nothing you can do.
What can you do at this point, bro? You're done. And then he made it even worse. This nigga put out a hit fucking record on his ass.
Nigga.
An anthem.
Bro.
He back to back his ass. Back to back twice.
No.
You wasn't prepared for that.
Hell no.
I don't think anybody in the rap, that's why I say I know we're gonna get to it. That's why I feel like he's the best. Off the rip. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yep.
He's the best. He got the numbers, he got the skill set,
What?
and he got the fucking badges. Now it's over with, man.
It's over. He said this. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Die, nigga. Die. That's what he told his mama. And this is the crazy thing about it. His son Adonis gotta grow up and hear this shit.
Yeah.
This is for the surface forever.
Yes.
That black cover art, fuck that. I heard what they did, Apple privacy terms. I get they can't post other people's personal shit. No, he's gonna hear that shit the rest of his life. Oh, bro, I'm gonna say this, dog. 3-0. I was like, dog, this is 3-0.
It was over from there.
Yeah, at that point, it was like, all right, this is
it
done.
was. I remember we was talking. It was like, damn, is he gonna drop again? It was like, at this point, if he do it again, he overkilling him. You can't, like, and I'm not trying to say like Drake didn't come with it. He just didn't go all the way. He was more on defense than he was on offense. I don't think he was in one time. Did y'all feel like at one time doing this battle he was on offense? No, you know what? He was on offense.
Big push-ups. In the very beginning.
In the
17 days
thing.
thing. Yeah.
In the perception of the beat, it was multiple guys this is Drake, so he had to be offensive now.
Yeah.
Well, no. Here's the thing. This is like if I could have told Drake anything during that time, not like he would give a fuck what I gotta say, but if I would have told him anything, man, fuck them niggas. He's the nigga you need to be worried about. Future can't hurt you, bro. Future can't hurt you. He ain't gonna outbar you. He gonna say, well, we ain't fucking with Drake. That's about it. You might not can't go to certain places in Atlanta or some shit like that. But you gonna still make your money.
Can Drake go to Atlanta right now?
Huh?
Can he go to Atlanta right now, y'all think?
That's an amazing question. I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't think people take it that serious though. This is what I'm saying. I feel like the mindset of all of this is too fucking radical. This is a battle. This is a hip hop battle. It don't need to go nowhere else. And it ain't gonna go nowhere else.
Okay, I got a question. Can you go to LA?
Yeah. This was a friendly fade, bro. It just got personal for a little bit.
I think it got personal once he brought up Kendrick's wife. That's when I think. I don't think he would never.
But that was on him.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like, if you
but
got,
I don't think they took it as it being personal at that point. I feel like, okay, we gonna go there. Let's go there. I don't think it was like, nigga, when I see you, it's on sight.
So we go to round 4, the last round, where we say that Kendrick knocked out Drake. Is you got Heart Part 6, and you have Not Like
I
That.
wish he would have done it earlier.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I wish he would have done it earlier.
So you saying
He after push-ups, he should have came with that.
Yeah.
I said he should have put that out before Family Matters.
I don't think he should even put out Family Matters.
Really?
It wasn't aimed at Kendrick. That's the problem.
That's the only reason. If that record was if it was straight up Kendrick, yeah. But you didn't. You worried about the Weeknd and all these other niggas.
Yeah, it don't matter.
See, that's what I'm saying. He did not take him serious at all during this whole battle. He kept trying to lil bro him. You can't lil bro a big dog.
Yup.
Why are you trying to lil bro? This nigga got just as many accolades as you.
More Grammys too.
He may not got a Highline Bling, but the nigga got
He got a U. There you go. King Kunta.
Like,
he has a Pulitzer.
But that's what I'm saying. So the question is, in my mind, is do you respect the culture? And I think that's where he fucked up at.
Yeah.
He should have came, even when he put out this record, he was contradicting himself so many ways. Sure. I was like, he fucked up right now.
Yeah.
He's fucked up right now. I think that he tried, once he realized, no, this is for real, I think it was too late.
Yeah, facts.
Because I honestly believe Universal came to that nigga was like, hey, nigga, shut the fuck up, chill out. That's it. Do whatever you gonna say or whatever, but this is it. Don't say shit else.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like now it's gonna fuck with the bag.
It's gonna fuck up Drake's bag or Kendrick's bag?
I think if it would have went any further, it would have fucked up his bag. It'd have been too much digging, too many speculations.
For Drake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We talking about an artist that's been clean his whole entire career. For the most part, other than the Pusha T shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we don't, when I say clean, I'm saying like this nigga ain't going to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
White kids love him.
But the biggest thing people forget about this beat, whoever presents concrete evidence first is going to be the real winner of this beat. Because everything's speculative.
But there was concrete evidence.
Kendrick.
On Drake's part.
No. What you mean?
Like on whatever, like with Kendrick saying he beats, or people saying Kendrick beats on his wife, Drake's a pedophile.
No.
But there's no clear concrete yet.
No, it is one clear concrete. Mm-hmm. Drake does have a sexual offender in his camp.
Yeah, Baca. He spent 11 months.
Yeah.
That's on record.
Yeah, they got like
sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just talking about on Drake himself, as far as Kendrick himself too.
Oh, there's allegations and video and interviews. So it's more, okay, so it's more evidence in a sense where Kendrick can show proof than Drake can show proof.
But hold on, wait a second. Fuck all that. When has it ever gotten to the point to where whatever you saying is true?
That's so.
We didn't know if Jay-Z really nutted on Nas's baby mama's, on his daughter's car seat. Like, we don't know all this shit.
We don't know that Tupac had sex with Faith Evans.
Yeah, we don't know if this shit is true. Who can make who sound the worst?
Right. And you know what? It goes back to what we talked about hip hop.
Sparring, though. Like,
that shit don't, it came about, like we talked about before, it came about who can roast the other person the most. Like, when we roasting each other, we not fucking saying the truth. We just making some bullshit.
Well, it's not even just roasting. It's, nigga, can you flip it in a way, who can do it the best?
Who could turn the public perception around to that person? That's what it comes down to. They don't have to be true.
It don't have to be true.
Here's another thing. Let's take like a courthouse, a sentence, a trial's going on. Let's bring in 9 people that don't follow Kendrick, that don't follow Drake, but loves music. They don't know what's happening, but they know hip hop, but they don't know the story. They hear these 4 songs that Kendrick dropped. They hear these 4 Drake dropped, and they don't know the story. They don't know the background. But when you hear them, what most people gonna say? When they hear those 4 songs, what they gonna say? That's, to me, that's who determines who wins this battle. Now, I'm not saying the history of Pac, Biggie, Nas, and Jay-Z. The only reason because I say that because Nas, Jay-Z was 5 years in the game, so they still had years to prove themselves still. This is 15 years. This is Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather in their prime. This is Tyson Holyfield. That's what this is. So I came in this game at this point in my life. I came in with this battle biased. I'm like, yo, Kendrick should win. Kendrick will win. You got people that's Drake fans that's gonna say Drake is gonna win no matter what. He could have all these. I don't give a fuck. Drake's gonna win. That's what happened. You gotta understand when it comes to these rap beefs too that it gotta come down. If we want the real perception, go to these non-jurors. Go to these people that don't know what's their stories, because they 15 years in. 15. They came in at the same time. They came at the same time. You know what I mean? Comeback season, room for improvement. So far gone. Section 80, cartoon and serial, overly dedicated. So we already been building up this issue, like who we gonna go to the most, who we support the most. A lot of us came in biased. A lot of us came in.
Now, everybody came in with a bias. I've been saying for years that Drake couldn't see Kendrick. I've said that since I first heard them two. And niggas started saying Drake was it. And I was like, Drake nice. He not what he is.
Yeah.
And I honestly came into the battle. I thought Drake was gone. I thought it was gonna be a situation where we was gonna be like, all right, we know that Kendrick won, but they gonna say Drake won.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like another Pusha T situation, to be honest with you. Cause I really believe Drake lost that battle. 100%.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it hurt him. This one is gonna hurt. Like I was listening to Joe Budden the other day. He was like, I don't want him to lose. I just want to see him bleed, just to see how he can handle it.
Right.
I didn't expect him to do this. I didn't expect Drake to roll over like this, to be honest with you. I honestly did not expect this at all. Bro.
That last song, Hard Part 6, he basically gave a white flag. He sounded defeated.
He did.
He wasted a great beat.
I never seen no shit like that. Well, and the crazy thing is, no, he was actually spitting though. Like he was saying some shit. That's why I was like, I wish you would have led with this. But it's too late. The damage is done.
Yeah.
Once that nigga put out that Not Like Us and we started seeing niggas on Cinco de Mayo in LA, even in Houston, partying they ass off. I said, man, this the repass. This is we done went to the funeral. This the repass now.
I got a question for both of y'all.
Hold on, before you say that, I gotta say one thing.
Yeah.
You please clip this up. The only thing that'll make the only way that this moment would be like set the world on fire is if they do a Not Like Us remix. Woo!
Hey.
And put everybody in from LA on from the West Coast on that bitch. I'm talking Mozzie. I'm talking goddamn Dom Kennedy. I'm talking YG.
You put YG on there and Drake shouted out YG?
Man, I'm putting an unreleased verse from Nipsey.
Yup.
What?
The nigga that's over Drake in the rankings. Yep, him.
See, here you go with this bullshit.
Bring in the game. What's up? Bring the game in.
I'm talking about the whole West Coast. Bring Dr. Dre back out, nigga.
Yeah.
Get DJ Quick on that bitch. I'm talking, man, you put the whole West Coast on it, I swear to God, that's gonna set the world on fire.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, bro.
This would be One Blood 2.0. You remember when it was One Blood? It was like 10 remixes of that shit.
Hey, Not Like Us. Let's get that remix going.
We get that remix. I don't know. I think does that still hurt Drake?
Oh, it's over with.
That would shatter Drake. That would make him to a laughing stock.
So here's the thing.
Especially in the West Coast.
And I said this the other day when it came out. Well, yesterday, obviously. Is this back to back?
No, this is back to back times 2.
Bro, like,
This is back to back with TikTok.
Yeah.
he said more things on here than what Drake said on back to back. And we glorified that song. Bro, this Not Like Us might be the. So.
Nah, but the only way that it can be back to back is if it just completely ends Drake. Because I feel like.
Drake into Meek Mill.
Well, nah, but he had champions afterwards. He kind of went.
Drake championship was good as hell. So it didn't really end Meek.
But I'm saying, like, I think, will it hurt him as bad as it did me?
Nah, it wouldn't.
Because the thing about me, he kind of, I won't say ended because he's still, his last EP was alright. But as far as what he said on social media, you can kind of say he ends himself. Like, he don't really have to depend on nobody to make fun of him or find shit out. He just puts it all out there.
But what I'm saying, when it initially happened, did it hurt him? Like,
I said no.
Nah, it didn't.
It hurt him from becoming that mainstream like Drake because I believe he was on his way for maybe 4 or 5 years. So after that beat, that's when it really kind of knocked him back down to, back down to earth in a way. He never was the same. But Kendrick doing with Drake right now, he's saying some heinous type of allegations. And if that actually becomes true, like his embassy gets raided, it's only a matter of time. If that shit happens.
I'm gonna tell you when it's gonna happen. The embassy's gonna be raided. Wait, come on, man. Y'all gonna do me like, come on. I'm real talk. Come on, man. I'm about to say something.
I'm not wishing that on nobody.
Bro, I know it's bad, but look, this is my thing. All right, so the embassy will get raided. Don't laugh, man. The embassy will be raided at this point when Republic and Lucia Grange says, "Thanks for doing business with us. You can now proceed to exit stage."
I don't think it's gonna get that bad.
No, I'm not saying it. This is my point. Because we see this with every star, every black star, maybe not so, maybe mixed, but black celebrity, where it's always unfortunate where the time is up. Bill Cosby. They was trying to get R. Kelly. We're done. Not saying that R. Kelly didn't do it, but that was the whole thing, right? They get our stars. That's what we hope.
But he ain't he hasn't. That ain't. I don't think that's the same thing. This is like, don't take what he's saying like it's like he's really a pedophile. I don't think any of us truly believe that Drake is a pedophile.
But we can't put that past nobody, though. We see that in music.
I agree, but I haven't seen anything to make me look at him and say this.
What about the video he was on stage with that girl at 17?
But that's the thing Rudy was saying, though. We don't have anything concrete. R. Kelly was married to a...
We seen this nigga pee on the girl.
Yeah, LimeWire. Yeah, on LimeWire. I watched it, 8th grade. I remember.
We seen that shit.
Yeah.
We know what he does, but when I say that, I'm saying, like, when we look at, I feel like it was a great line. It fit with, he created a narrative.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it stuck.
This leads me to my next question then. Well, next point. Basically, what we're saying is Kendrick won based on strategy, and he won based on, he had 4 different styles, right? We could agree this was a sweet 4-0. It's 4-0.
Yeah.
So let's talk the flip side. Drake could have won if, and this is my point, Drake could have won this battle if, I'm gonna go to a point that he should have came in confident, should have known who he's in the ring with, right? If he would have took that point, and also if we talk about beef with narratives, if he would have took the narrative, like Kendrick took the narrative of pedophile, 69 freaky ass nigga, 69 guy, freaking out, whatever. He took that approach. You're a pedophile. He double, tripled down on that. Drake could have won if he would have ran with the narrative of that you beat your wife and that you cheated, like he was saying on a song. If you would just kept running with confidence and narrative,
No,
lie, nigga.
but no. But here's the thing. With both of the allegations, you needed proof. But because Baca, like we seen like news shit online of him being a real,
yeah,
it's different.
I agree.
Yeah, it's
So-
different.
So Baca fucked up for everybody in OVO. That's just Baca
Because he
fucked it up.
found that out, now you can attach this shit to it.
Yeah,
Hey, this nigga got a pedophile he got a sex trafficking person in his offender in his clique.
yeah,
It stays with him. That looked a lot different now because now you saying, oh, we know that we seen this shit. Now you saying he a pedophile. Okay, all right, we can take this a little bit more serious. It's a lot more believable.
yeah. And you know, I think about that light. They Not Like Us song. You look at that cover art, and look at that house. There's 13 niggas that stay in that house. That's a lot of niggas in one house.
Yeah.
I heard some people looked it up on Google Earth and it actually looked just like that. I haven't looked at it myself. I don't know what that is.
What?
If you look on Google Earth at Drake's house and pull up the sex offender thing,
Yeah.
that shit pulls up.
It does?
It does?
I haven't looked it up, but
It's not photoshopped?
But here's the thing, it was said on Twitter, so I don't know if it was a bot or somebody
Man.
ass or what. I'm gonna look it up right now while y'all keep
This
talking.
nigga Wilson just broken news. I thought it was photoshopped.
I'm not claiming it yet. I gotta look for myself. But
Well, I didn't think it's
see some
photoshopped.
people-
If 13 niggas stay in your house,
That mean they had to put your address on the offender
His
list.
name was on the bottom too.
yeah, Park Lane Circle. It's not my fault. It's already on that shit. That was the name.
But you memorized it?
Well, we just watched the video.
That's ridiculous.
I'm a Kendrick fan, that's why. Freaky ass nigga here, 69 God. Freaky ass nigga here, 69. Oh, you can't say this nigga not got a hit. Bro, this nigga is the unanimous MVP of 2024. This nigga had, bro, understand this for a second. He basically, the scariest part about Kendrick Lamar, he's already one of the greatest of all time. What was scary is that we always said, man, can you imagine a club Kendrick? That was the last thing to unlock. He unlocked that shit in 2024 with Like That, Be on a Feature. He has Euphoria, I believe that can be played in the club. I believe that's a club song. And then we don't know what Not Like This is.
Yeah.
He's part of 3 club songs in 2024 in my eyes. Dog, this momentum, and I know you say he think it'll disappear. I think he's gonna drop an album. He goes in with that momentum to to me, I believe it's gonna be like a Damn Like album. It's gonna be Damn Like. And he goes, man, look here.
I feel like if he had, the only way we're gonna get there is if he had an epiphany doing this whole process.
He has 5 more songs allegedly.
But he's the type of artist, I feel like he's the type of artist, he has to have learned something or went through something that inspires him to create and to put out a piece of work. Do I think he gonna put all these discs out as an EP? Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Smartest thing.
Hell yeah, he gonna do that shit. But I feel like for us to get like a real album or rollout, I think he has to go. He's one of them artists. He has to go through life, and he's still creating as he's going through life. But I feel like he gotta feel like it's that time,
Yeah.
especially at this point. Because at this point, I personally believe he is gonna chunk deuce.
Yeah.
I think he about to work on PG Lane, Baby Keem and them. I think that's what he about to do. And then just chill until he feel inspired again. I feel like he's done his job. He did his Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Let me go take care of my business and my family. I don't think that Kendrick looks at this as a money grab. Shit, didn't they say he took off all the copywriting for TikTok and streamers?
Yeah, everybody's able to
Like, he don't
Yep.
give a damn about the money, and that's the thing. That's what the culture.
That's why we appreciate him.
Exactly. That's why he's the people's champ.
Yeah, definitely so. And I think I seen a video where Kendrick was performing his concert. It was some kids that was close, and they had like a vinyl, and they basically Kendrick saw it and he signed, the autograph and shit like that. I'm not saying Drake wouldn't do that, but that's just leading to that people
No,
champ
but
thing.
he's the people's champ.
Yeah.
He's the people's champ. I think that he gives a fuck about the culture.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So my question to y'all is, at this point, where do we go from here? Can we predict what hip hop is after this, or is it like everybody's at standstill? Because I had a thought to myself, like, okay, after this, maybe people will get back to barring up and making real music. Well, let me not say real music, but making more creative music, more Kendrick-esque type music, or more conscious music.
I hope so, but the only problem is that the people that run these labels is not for us. They gonna look at the dollar signs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of conscious rappers out there, even on the female side. Cause I always said that Rhapsody is the best female rapper out there, bar for bar. And she's not just only for women, but for men too. She's pound for pound one of the best. So it's gonna come down to these label execs, because I'm just scared that a lot of these, and I don't think it's gonna happen, but I won't be surprised, to where these label execs is looking at this Kendrick and Drake and see how much money it made for hip hop, and they're chopping at the lips to purposely try to create a beef between two rappers. But it can't be on this level because there's nobody on these two levels, right? So I think for me, hip hop is gonna have a moment of people just wanna put out disses and bar up and things like that. But I think I'm only scared it's gonna only happen for a moment. Only for a moment and not for eternity.
Or more, or do you think that the culture, I believe, let me not say it, I hope that the culture saw what we did and understand the magnitude of what we did and what we can do. Obviously, after seeing this, I understand that people want to hear real music. People want to hear more thought-provoking music.
You can do that.
We as a culture, it wasn't just Drake and Kendrick. I think us as a culture made this the #1 trending topic for a whole weekend.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, I think, who posted it? Somebody posted about the fact that ABC was talking about, they had a whole spot on what is it, CNN?
CNN.
Talking about this. This is hip hop.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, if the culture and the people understood the power that they have to actually shift the music industry. Because literally if we're being completely honest, whatever was planned is restructured now.
Yeah.
This whole event structured the whole music industry like no other. We ain't never seen no shit like this.
Yeah.
This is like, do y'all really understand? We were on pins and needles for 4 days.
No, we was on our phones looking at everything about
My
what's
wife
about to happen.
was looking at me crazy. Like, why is this nigga staying on this phone? Can't wait to see if he drop a night.
Yeah.
The world was watching, y'all. Now, if we can do this, what can you imagine and can you really understand what we can do with the culture? We can get what we want. We don't have to look at these label execs and look at these labels and say, all right, well, just give us whatever you got. No, demand greatness. Right now, I feel like this whole weekend, what everybody witnessed was, the battle, but also it was a standard that we all expected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
For sure.
expected Kendrick to do what he did.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I don't know about y'all, I expected Drake to do what he did, to be honest with you.
Expected on the fold.
He couldn't keep up. Like, again, the boogeyman. Like, yeah. Some people you just leave the fuck alone. This is not your lane, brother.
He's Eminem.
You use ghostwriters and shit. This nigga don't need a ghostwriter.
He won a Pulitzer.
He just need a bunch of producers. That's it.
Yep.
Make the music, I'll put everything else around here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as a culture, yeah, man, like.
So 5 years from now, how do you think people are gonna view this beef still? Is it still gonna be the same atmosphere as now, or
No, I think we'll appreciate it for what it was. We'll appreciate this moment.
Yeah.
For real. Like, I'll never forget none of this.
You can't.
Like, we gonna be able to sit here and say, y'all remember when Kendrick dropped Euphoria? Y'all remember when Family Matters dropped? Nigga, you had to be there. Nigga, what it?
Yeah. Yeah. Nigga,
The world stopped for a whole weekend. Nobody gave a fuck about the playoffs.
NBA playoff, dog. It was, man, bro. I ain't watched no game Friday, Saturday. It was literally like, what's gonna happen next? What's the rumors? Dog, hip, man.
Yes. And I feel like both of them still gonna be great. Now, Drake might need to go away for some time. You might have to go away with some time. And then we gotta have a conversation later on one of these podcasts about the fact that Drake never grew with his music. As far as maturity wise.
Yeah.
That's another reason why he lost. He was playing kid games and he was playing grown man games.
Yeah.
That's something that we need to talk about, for real. Because when you start looking at it, you kind of really start deciphering and looking at Drake in a different light after a certain point. We all grew up and he didn't. Just keeping that in mind.
It's, you know, it's like,
Jay-Z wasn't doing records with Soulja Boy.
nah. Jay-Z even, boy, that is a perfect comparison. Drake and Yachty's compared to Jay-Z and Soulja Boy. That's a perfect
That's all I'm
comparison.
saying.
If you seen Jay-Z and Soulja Boy hang out, what the who benefits the most from that?
I'm just,
Soulja Boy would, to be honest.
No, exactly, but it's like, Jay, why you hanging with Soulja Boy? What the that make no sense.
this is what I'm saying. He chose Yachty and Kendrick chose Kodak. A nigga that we root for Kodak. We want Kodak to be the best.
And shout out for Kodak, dog. He looks healthy lately. He's like, yo, if we see like a complete sober Kodak, oh my God.
Man, look. Hey.
Hopefully.
Come on now.
We see a lot of artists fall victim to that. Rest in peace, dear man.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about
Well,
this.
hold on, before you get there,
for sure.
where do you see Kendrick and Drake in the next 5 years?
I see Kendrick being finally recognized as the greatest of all time. And Drake, I feel like in 5 years, we're gonna look at that and be like, still hearing from that Kendrick Lamar beef, ain't you? I think that's how we're gonna look at it. It's like, you got exposed, huh? Songs ain't hit like it used to. Feel bad for you, buddy. I think that's how we're gonna look at it. Honest opinion, no bias.
What do you think, Rudy?
I think we're gonna look at Kendrick as the greatest.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna look at Drake. I think Drake gonna still be able to be. I feel like if he takes a break and reinvents himself and like lives life a little bit, I think we'll look at him as he's still a great. But I don't think he can be the best no more.
No.
kind of the same as J. Cole to a sense. He gets knocked down a couple.
Nah, but Cole, now I feel like we looking at Cole in a different light now. As far as, I understand why you did this shit. This ain't had nothing, I feel like he knew this had nothing to do with me. Let me get the fuck up out of here. This
Shout out
between
Schoolboy
y'all.
Q. Allegedly,
Yeah.
I think that he
if
probably,
Schoolboy told he a real friend.
man, and the Schoolboy, I don't want to get too hard, but dog, blue fucking lips he got? That fucking album? Hey, I don't know what's better between that and Might Delete Later. You know we're gonna do a wrap up this year too, so that's gonna be a conversation. If this is, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, this might be a TDE / this might be a TDE Dreamville year. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Blue Lips, Might Delete Later, Fall Off, Kendrick album to be determined. I'm just saying.
We need an Ab-Soul album. That's what we need.
That song's nice too.
And it's funny, I had this.
And what's crazy, he better than Kendrick.
Who?
Lyrically. I'm not talking about as an artist. I'm talking about lyrically.
Rudy.
Ab-Soul is one of them.
Rudy.
Okay.
I like Ab-Soul. I love the song with him, Russ, and Big Sean would Go Off.
Lyrically.
I understand, but Rudy,
Lyrically.
we can't get bored of Kendrick Lamar.
No. Lyrically, I can say Kendrick the best, but I guarantee Kendrick can say, hey, Ab is better than me. Lyrically.
Kendrick gonna say, I guarantee you, I am better than him.
All right.
I like Ab-Soul, but I'm sorry, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth is the best.
Okay.
Where's Ab-Soul?
I said he's the best.
Is Ab-Soul
I
from
said
Cali?
he's the best.
Is Ab-Soul from Cali too?
Yeah.
See, and I don't want to piss off a lot of Cali people because they're on my side right now. We stand on the same side. I don't want to get rid. I can't say. I understand Ab-Soul, but I can't put him over Kendrick lyrically. I understand lyrically. I can't do it.
Okay.
Drake for sure. Hell yeah. Whatever. But Kendrick, yeah, for sure. And Ab-Soul's cold, but yeah. I will say this though. I wanted to get before we move forward, and I had this thought. I told you this earlier, that Kendrick fans and Drake fans are two different types of people. Kendrick, you know, people can relate to this. Kendrick fans is like the people that has salary, job, nice job.
See, here you go.
But I'm just I'm man, you know what I'm saying? But it's true.
TDEAK, man.
But it's true.
TDEAK, man.
They go to brunch when we go off a Sunday fun day.
Akil, this shit getting ridiculous now.
No, but this is just hear me out. Y'all gonna be like, this makes sense. Y'all gonna be like, damn, this really makes sense. And we go to brunch, you know what I'm saying? We got a nice job, kid, family, you know what I'm saying? Nice neighborhood, and we go out Sunday fun day, and we want to be home by 8 p.m., 9 p.m. because we got work the next day, right? So you know, it's cool. We stay at home during the week. We go get groceries, go to HEB. We do all these things. Drake fans, on the other hand, they still strip clubbing at 35, 40 years old, 50. No, they don't want to get married. They just want to pop bottles and get sections at places and shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to just do the things that don't want to grow themselves up, and they want to still live. They want to be that cool kid because they was never cool in school, and they want to go do that, and they never want to grow up. They want to still scam people. They want to go stay out till 6 a.m. knowing that they got a job the next day, and then irresponsible. I believe it's two different types of fans. What fan you know that's fans of Kendrick that really don't, you know, still bullshit in life? We don't know any goddamn body.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask y'all a question. When did we get to a point to where it was cool to be done? Because a lot of people that I hear when they talk about Kendrick, they say he make them think too much.
Yeah, like a lot of people call him ventriloquist, man. But I'm just thinking to myself, he didn't say nothing every grader can't comprehend. This is people just don't read this shit.
Yeah, it never made sense to me. Cause his shit, he be saying some deep shit, but it don't be to where I can't understand what he's saying. Let me get some of that. But like for the next generation, because I also want to ask y'all, do y'all think we'll ever get another? Y'all think we'll ever get another great?
Another great?
Like,
yeah.
Another big three.
Not no time soon. They wanted to. I believe they wanted to push that on us for Gunna, Lil Baby, and Jack Harlow, but unfortunately they didn't. So that wasn't the case.
I don't think Jack Harlow is. I think he's amazing, but I don't think he's capable of being that. I think he's a hit maker. I think he's an amazing artist, but I don't think when it comes to hip hop, like look at what just happened.
Yeah.
All of the greatest had these moments.
Yep.
All of them. Every single person you got on that list had one of the moments, from Jadakiss to Beans. Even Luda had a moment with T.I.
Yeah.
Like, all of those names that you said had Ice Cube. Like, they had those moments. The game. And he told some niggas up. Pause.
Yeah.
He told the whole G Unit. Cause people don't talk. I feel like 50 Cent lost that one.
Yeah, people don't talk about that.
So you think the game beat 50 Cent?
Hell yeah.
Hey, that was the last. I think that was the. I remember that this was on national. That was on the news. Like I remember, 50 Cent in the game was on the news. You remember that?
That was
shit?
real.
Like, and then because you know what it was like, because I might be reaching, but I think that the news media outlets was looking at that beef similar to, because that was going on the same time with Shaq and Kobe. That was in the media. It was the same exact time, and I think the news outlets looked at that. Cause I remember I was a kid.
Nah, it was because they had shootouts. It was real.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I was a kid, and I gravitated to the 50. I looked at 50 in the game like Kobe and Shaq. I really did. I don't know why, but as a kid, I just did. It was because that was going on at the same time. So it was like, oh damn, like 50 in the game.
But you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I'm glad you said we talking about this. I think that's the strategy that Kendrick had. The reason why the game won that battle is because that nigga kept dropping.
Yeah.
He kept dropping disses.
He had the 360 bars, 300 bars?
100 bars and running. Arguably, the people don't talk about that diss record. That's arguably one of the best. I would put that in top 5.
Yeah. So what's your top 5 diss record? They want me to go first.
I can go. Do I gotta put them in order?
No, that doesn't happen.
Okay, Ether, Take Over.
You do back to back?
Back to back.
Do you put any of Kendrick disses, or it's too soon? No Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
So you got No Vaseline. Back to back. Hit 'em up.
He didn't name.
Hey, but you got something. You got hit 'em
You got to
up.
put him up in there. Yeah.
But you got hit 'em up. You got.
Already too.
That's already 5.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to say. You got hit 'em up, and then you got Lights on the Line.
It's 2-0 for Wilson, but Bridges
got
0
Piggy
for Kara's
Bank.
1.
I mean, if you want to hang on to that.
See, there you go. Y'all generation do not believe in 80s. Y'all do not believe rap starting in the 80s.
Okay, so let me ask you. Okay,
See, there you go. There you go. Be disrespectful.
I said beat the Grams.
was Euphoria better than? Hold on, let me think. Cause I'm probably gonna give you my top.
Okay,
5.
let's do pre-Kendrick Drake beef, and then we go to pro. So if we do pre-Kendrick Drake beef, I think the 5 for people was Hit 'em up. Hit 'em up. Ether. Oh shit. Hit 'em up, Ether, no Vaseline. Back to back, and I mean, damn, like the Bridge is Over was serious, and I'm 30, and I learned the history on that. That was serious, dog. Like for you, and they still play that during that time. And I know it's the 80s. I don't give a fuck, but they played that KRS-One track. That's crazy. That's serious. They played in the city. He was talking about the city. Come on, man. Like we gotta give that respect. But that's pre-Kendrick Drake. You know what I'm saying? But if we do post, I mean, goddamn, do Kendrick got 3 of the best diss tracks of all time? It's all 3. One of them gotta be in there.
Like I said, Meet the Grams.
Okay.
I said Meet the Grams.
If y'all gotta put a Kendrick, because a Kendrick diss has to be in this. Dog, we heard Meet the Grams first reaction. We was like, yo,
Okay.
this nigga the GOAT.
Is Euphoria better than? Okay, I'm gonna give you my top 5. I got No Vaseline. I got Ether. I got Takeover. I got 100 Miles to Running. And I got Back to Back. I'm sorry, I feel like all 5 of those are better than The Bridge is Over.
That's fine. I don't give a damn.
Okay, after this beef, I got Not Like Us taking Back to Back off. The reason why I say that is because Drake made a club banger. This nigga made an anthem.
And he said more. He said more on Not Like Us than Back to Back. I think why we love Back to Back, because let's be honest. Let's just go back to that Meek Mill Drake beef. Meek Mill, for us, hip hop culture,
Yeah.
we believed that Meek was gonna go in and win, right? So what Drake did, cause we was like, oh, he gonna get some street rapper, dog. Oh, come on, dog. This battle rap all day. This Meek Mill all day. Drake goes in and puts out Charged Up or Energy. Then Charged Up came, and then Meek Mill did a couple of songs, and then he put out Back to Back. And I think the way he approached that song with just the lyrics. I learned the game from William West, and you could never check me. Back to Back, you know what I'm saying? On the cover of Lethal Weapon. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, this nigga spitting. And then it was a club record. I said, oh, you gotta put that in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Not Like Us with Kendrick. Dog, he made an anthem, dog. That's a West.
That's a West Coast anthem.
We was like, dog, we was in LA right now. Cinco de Mayo.
I swear to God, I wish I was in LA.
Man,
But
that
you forgot
shit.
the memory card.
No. My laptop needs charging. My mic
Oh.
just be off. You still good.
You sure? I got a charge in the. Okay.
You don't need me in this. I mean, you can still hear me.
Yeah. Just like, yo, what? He made this is an anthem, like, and then, like you said, if they do a remix to this, now you definitely gotta rank that song up there, like.
Yeah, man.
And what I love about Kendrick off, he had no features. Hit 'Em Up had a feature. And at some point, with the ramifications of how this ends with Drake's career, if it do Ja Rule him or ends this dude where he ain't getting number 1 hits, number 1 sales, there's 2 things you gotta do. You gotta make Kendrick a real case to be the greatest of all time, and you gotta make a real case for any of these motherfucking 4 songs he put out as the greatest diss song of all time. Because the ramifications. Ether, when it first came out, wasn't known as the best diss ever. It was the ramifications after that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though it ain't in Jay-Z, but ramifications. You gotta look at No Vaseline. Everything high ended high and timed out. This dude got 4 songs And 616 in LA is slept on because that was a poke. That was a little jab or whatever.
It really wasn't little. Pause.
It wasn't a little jab. It was, yeah. But you got 4 songs to choose from. If a nigga wanna say, hey, these are 4 of the top 10 best, go right ahead. If you wanna move out, hit 'em up and put one of these songs on there, go right ahead. Because you can say Meet the Grams, you can say Euphoria, you could damn sure say Not Like Us. Because Not Like Us took what Drake usually do is make a club song, and they had the criticism of Kendrick Lamar. He's boring, he's not really a club, he's not for me. But Club Kendrick has been unlocked in 2024, and this motherfucker ain't gonna stop.
When niggas start dancing to your diss record,
come on. And the shit he was saying, with the shit he was saying, dog, that's gonna live with you, nigga.
And you know what hurt so bad? Drake wouldn't have never been able to do that. You wanna know why?
What's up?
Canada doesn't have a sound.
Nope, they really don't.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
But that speaks more into what Kendrick was saying. That speaks so much more into what Kendrick was saying.
Yeah.
You don't have roots. He attacked his roots. You know how diabolical you gotta be?
Yeah.
It was crazy too.
And hold on, before you say that, like even when you listen to Not Like This, he breaks it down. You go to other places and steal their sounds. You don't have a sound. That's
He's a colonizer.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Dude, sick, dog.
This we witnessed,
animal.
and I have so much respect for Drake, but we witnessed a slaughter. This was bad.
Was this worse than Spence Crawford?
This was Spence Crawford. This was Spence Crawford.
Yeah. Yeah. This is bad. Like, and I'm gonna tell you, we going back to the songs. One thing I hated was when he said basically, yo, you talk about you freed the slaves. You showed your white side, Drake. I ain't
See,
like
but
that.
that's what I'm saying. He's not in touch with the culture. You would have known if certain things are second nature that you know not to say.
Right.
Especially in your situation. We already questioning you. You had no business saying what you said. And if you in touch, you would have known that. That's why I say he had a responsibility that he didn't take serious.
Yeah.
He did not take it serious at all. That's how I know you're not in touch with what's going on with the culture.
Yep.
You in touch with what you can benefit off of within the culture and not the actual culture. And that's what Kendrick exposed.
Yep.
Man, we seen an annihilation. I don't think, but the thing was, it wasn't like, that's what was funny about this shit. It wasn't like he wasn't spitting. Drake was spitting. It just wasn't enough.
Nah. It wasn't enough at all.
It just wasn't enough, man.
And then Hard Part 6 was something that he said some things that you could renege, like, hold on, bro, like.
But that's like you're not in touch with what's going on, brother.
Like,
you don't know what you're not really in touch. It damn near was like he didn't give a fuck.
Came in arrogant.
But the thing is, we don't know how this is going to affect him.
Bro,
That's the $1 million question.
there was something about, you said about Eminem and was it the Zoo song?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Eminem predicted all this shit.
and Eminem don't get his flowers. It's like, yo, like Eminem is definitely, obviously one of the greatest of all time. We ain't gonna dispute that.
So there's a song called Zeus by Eminem. And he predicted all of this. Now, excuse my reading because Eminem writes crazy. He said, I've had a great view to see the game through and Drake, they're gonna turn on you one day too. And the more you win, he said, I've had a great view to see the game through. And Drake, they're gonna turn on you one day too. And the more you win, the sooner they do. They'll be calling you a trash man, saying that your new one isn't better than your last. And then, even if it is, once they start to turn their backs there, they ain't never coming back in. They did it to Chance. Next they'll be mentioning Future in the past tense. Or saying adios to Migos. I ain't dissing, I'm just keeping it a C note. This has been my thing with Drake the whole entire time. When when you're a superstar like that, you have to give your audience a chance to miss you, and B, you have to be. It's damn near like you have to be. You can't give motherfuckers too much, if that makes sense. If Drake a long time ago would have just went and did his thing, I think he would have been okay. Meaning, if he would have took his time and said, all right, instead of dropping 1 million fucking records, I'm gonna go do a little acting over here real quick. Like, let your superstardom gradually go versus, you know what I'm saying? He kept at it to the point to where you didn't allow the game to miss you. You didn't allow yourself to develop. You didn't allow yourself to live, if that makes sense. He gotten to a point when niggas is tired of him. Mm-hmm. And especially the shit he was doing. In a lot of artists' minds, a lot of the fans' minds.
Yeah.
He did it to himself. I feel like everything Eminem said, he was on point about.
It was deep. You know what I mean? Because it was, pause, Jesus Christ. Fucking kidding me?
God damn,
bad.
what?
That was fucking bad. Wow. That was horrible. But, yo, what Eminem was saying was crazy. Like, that's why I always say with Eminem, bro, like, people always talk about, like, I think it was, people don't ever say, like, yo, this is this one album. You know what I mean? It's like, they always be like, man, you know, Eminem cool. I watched 8 Mile. It was cool, but I don't have no app I go to. Like,
man, Marshall Mathers LP was my shit. That, he was him. I think because he white, people look at him in a different light. But it's not like he don't have albums. The Eminem Show, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
Now, after the Eminem Show, that's why I'm like, eh.
Like, you talking about the back half of his career?
Yeah, like, eh.
But he got some songs that I like, though.
No, that's cool, though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's just one of them things that's like, oh, damn. It's weird.
But I think everybody knows what the business model when it comes to MCing is.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you're going to listen or not, if you're going to be too greedy. Because at the end of the day, the industry, hip-hop, the culture is not built off of money. It's built off of skill. It's built off the love of it. And once you get if you get too far left into the money, you're going to lose yourself every time. Yeah. You're going to lose every time. Because, when they with you, but shit, don't get it fucked up. They'll switch up on you in a quick second, and we just watched it.
Exactly.
All right, so one thing I do want to segue since TDE AK over here, his video blowing up on IG about where Drake lies on time for the rankings. So we got some comments that we want to go over. So this is the first one. This is from, I don't know. Please bear with me with these names. Tune the Rebel. Yeah, Tune the Rebel. He said, this nigga just talking. Put all that energy into a shitty tape. Some people's name can't even compare to Drake. So what you gotta say about that TDE, AK?
What's his name?
Tune the Rebel.
So basically, he put all his energy in a comment, and I basically made an episode. So he basically is he's emotional. He's part of the Drake stance, and I get it. So Does he have a profile picture? Of him, or it's like a cartoon?
I think it's actually up. Yeah.
It's of him? Okay. Yeah. All right, he's in his mama's basement.
Most what you get.
Yeah, he's in his grandma's basement. All right, what's up? Who else?
The one below that, he said, "You just a hater at this point, my boy."
What's his name?
I am Trug.
He got a profile picture?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. And what was his comment?
He said, "You a hater at this point, my boy. Like you a Drake hater."
Well, he was probably born in 2005, 2006.
The man looks 40.
40? See, yeah, that's my problem. This for motherfuckers, man. Like, my problem is that y'all some grown-ass men that experienced hip-hop, real hip-hop in the 90s. And y'all have this notion that y'all forget rap existed for 50 years. Y'all forget about the 8. Like, stop. Just because a person do not have Drake in the top 3, top 5, top 10, top 15, or top 20 does not mean he's a hater. Hip hop is subjective. Stop. They need to stop. Who else?
All right. This one's from Gentleman Joe Card. If you look at everyone who's rapped Drake, these dudes can't spell.
Exactly. Go to English class. Y'all ain't take third period English. Shit.
He pretty much said everybody you named ain't even top 100 or something. I don't know. He can't spell.
Let's
skip that one.
Exactly. What he said? No, let's stay on that part. He thought nobody I said top 100.
I guess so. Well, mind you, this might be a kid saying this. So
Exactly. He was born in 2010.
Okay, so this is a good one. This is actually a good one. It's from Aerodamas 11. So we're making a beat dictate somebody's skill level and abilities to make music. That's childish. Mike Tyson lost fights, but people still scared of that nigga.
You got a point.
He got a point. So he basically saying I'm dictating because of the beat.
But when Mike Tyson lost them fights, didn't he go down in the rankings?
In a way
No.
he did. In a way.
Did he?
Yeah.
Buster Douglas hurt him bad for the time period.
That's what I'm saying. We can't sit here and when Meek lost, we took him out of the picture.
Yep.
When Ja Rule lost, nobody talks about him anymore. And he made hits.
Yo.
Who else lost? It's a lot of niggas that done lost.
I mean, Foreman lost to Ali. At that time when Foreman was the guy. Dangerous. So it happens. That's a good comment. A great comment.
Nah, it hurts. I ain't gonna lie, it hurts him. He goes down. Especially, and I'm gonna tell you why he really goes down in the rankings. He didn't handle that business with Pusha T.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
He ducked smoke because you duck and you pick. He couldn't run from this one.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't. He couldn't run. If he had a choice, he wouldn't have went into the. He shows you. That's what. His ranking goes down.
That's true.
Off of the simple fact that.
That's a great point.
Nah, he goes. Yeah, it'd be different if he didn't duck no fades.
Yo.
I'll give you it all. You got it, but you duck a fade and you damn near try to duck this one. No.
Yep.
The next one, and this is pretty simple. How the F is Black Thought not in there somewhere?
Great question. Who is it from?
It is from Kami Decolonize.
I mean,
I don't agree with everything this nigga said. So I'm out of that one. I believe Black Thought is most definitely. He was before this shit. He was ahead of.
yeah, like
For me at least. For me.
right. So and that's the thing, right? So I was
Skill wise.
I'm going off of names that hip hop is subjective, people. Like I said earlier in the show, you in a room with 5 people and y'all all name y'all top 5 is gonna be different. And it's gonna lead to our segue after this. Like, yo, hip hop music is emotional. Wherever you live, you're gonna probably pick them up on the radio. When you were born in the 90s, you in that radio era and you hear the same artists locally and nationally, the most mainstream people and the best artists locally. And you're going to understand, like, damn, like this sound is, I can relate to it. That's all it is. Black Thought, yes, lyrically better than Drake. But fuck, I would just be honest. I cannot name one Black Thought hit. And I'm not a Billboard nigga, I'm not none of that shit, but it's subjective. I'm from Houston. I'm not gonna go through every damn artist. I'm sorry, I'm just not. So yes, Black Thought is great, but I would lyrically over Drake, but overall, pound for pound,
No.
I can't put him over Drake, sorry.
I think even with the loss, I feel like, because I think what we get into is how far does he fall. I don't see him going no lower than 15 at this point.
I would say 17 at the lowest. I would say, no. I will back up. I'm gonna say 21 realistically at the lowest. Because if the people I gave you when he was at 17, like Andre 3000, Scarface, Rakim, Rick Ross, J. Cole, then you gotta remember, these niggas ain't done. J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake is not done. So when you throw in like Jadakiss, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, you know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane. Again, let's not disrespect the 80s people. The 80s existed in hip hop. It's a very great fucking time. You didn't shoot out niggas, y'all breakdance to resolve y'all beefs and disagreements. So I can't forget that era. So at the lowest, it'll be 21 for me. So.
You said 21?
Yeah, lowest, yeah. Realistically, if somebody would put him at the lowest 21, that's cool. Like I said, I gave y'all the names. But I mean, Jadakiss.
Okay, was it that bad? Was this that, like, I'm gonna ask you, cause you more unbiased. How bad did Drake lose, in your opinion?
I say when it came to the early tracks, it was a closer battle. But as soon as Kendrick jumped him after dropping Family Matters with Not Like Us and Meet the Grams, I think that kind of widened the gap. Because you never seen anybody in hip hop history drop 2 songs in one day after his opponent dropped a song, which was a great song.
It was good.
Family Matters was one of Drake's best rapping songs of all time. That I can say. But compared to what Kendrick put out,
you know what Family Matters was, bro? To both of y'all, and I think y'all can agree to this. Mm-hmm. It's Family Matters is equivalent. Drake felt the Family Matters was equivalent to when we see like LeBron against the Warriors, he's down 2-0. And he gives his best game in the whole series, game 3, puts up a 40-point triple dub, but still lose. Cause it's like, fuck. Steph Curry just hit that go-ahead 3 to put him up 5 with 10 seconds left. Fuck. God, I thought I had him this whole time. That is what that was. It was that he was down 2-0. He thought home court advantage, all this other shit. He goes back home to the crib. Family Matters, bam, boom. Got it. Great record. Fuck, Kendrick just put up 55.
See, but I disagree because I feel like at least LeBron actually tried. I feel like he didn't take it serious. LeBron is trying to win.
Yeah.
He gonna do whatever he has to do to win. He gonna play the coach and the player.
Yeah.
And the GM. I feel like Drake did not approach this like that. He approached it as if, That's why I feel like it's even worse, in my opinion. I feel like it was bad. Like, he was rapping. Like, I'm not gonna take that away from him. But his approach, his energy, his mindset, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
It was not. If LeBron lost, he lost on his sword. In that series, because that Maverick series.
That was piss poor.
But he learned his lesson, and he approached it as if I'm trying to win, man.
Yeah.
Drake didn't approach it like that. He approached it as if he played defense most of the time.
Yeah, it got bad. Is there any in the comments?
There are a couple more.
Okay.
Oh, my bad, y'all.
Oh no, that was
good. That was actually
yeah. Hey, you know, apologizing on the podcast, bro.
Hey, man, you know.
Except to these comments.
Fuck them.
From that man Steezo, whoever that dude is, if he tried to grab the aux cord, he getting slapped in the face. This nigga is a clown of epic proportion. Talking about you.
What's his name?
That man Steezo.
What'd he say again?
He said, whoever this dude is, if you try to grab the aux cord, you getting slapped in the face because you're a clown of epic proportion. That's what he said.
The energy behind that was marvelous. But his mama would not allow that. His mama would let me keep that aux cord. And I'll play my music. So they could feel all, man, look, man. I wish all these niggas will put all this energy towards their woman in a positive way. I wish these niggas would go at bat for their girl, for their wife, for their girl they trying to date. Because, man, the women that was part of this shit, they don't give a fuck no more. There's not women giving me this goddamn attention in a way of like, why is he like this towards Drake? No, it's these niggas out here. Are y'all for real? Like, y'all really giving this much energy behind a man that don't know you? Y'all giving this much energy to a man that paints his fucking fingernails? Like, yo, like that, like, y'all gotta look at yourselves in the mirror. Maybe Kendrick, when he y'all meet the ground, spoke to y'all and y'all felt that because y'all is living that same life. Porn addict, gambling addict, sex offender. I don't fucking know. Like, bro, like, y'all gotta stop, man. This is getting bad. For real.
All right, this is the last one. I think this one's pretty good. Are you dropping him because he can't rap or what exactly? Drake is standing up to guys all at once, but you locked him down playing it. J. Cole ran away from this war, and you have the nerve to be calling J. Cole right before Drake. And this is from Frankie Kings.
J. Cole put out better quality music. J. Cole's more relatable. J. Cole doesn't fake it. J. Cole, J. Cole was in high school, college. J. Cole can rap. J. Cole didn't we could say he took it to at that time, but he looked like one of the
Nah,
winners.
this was bigger than him.
It's bigger than him.
This wasn't about him.
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at him. Why would I go into a war that ain't got shit to do with me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This ain't had nothing to do with J. Cole. J. Cole was just was the lighter ignited in the fire. That's all that was.
J. Cole should have moved like how America should move. If it ain't your water, stay the fuck out the way.
Get out the way. This was bound to happen.
Yeah. This was years overdue.
I'm not penalizing Drake for his skill. He has a great skill set, but he lost.
Yeah.
In a terrible fashion.
Horrible fashion.
Hey, you lose, you lose. If I lose, I lose.
Yeah.
I gotta get my shit back together. But he been winning for so long. I feel like this was just a reality check. That's all it was.
For sure.
He'll be okay.
For sure.
Well, I hope he'll be okay.
We
as
hope.
Far as like, I hope people don't, cause I feel like LA, like we was talking earlier, I feel like LA, everybody still loves Drake.
Yeah.
He just lost this battle. That's all it is. It's not this. It's not the end of the world. Like, I hate that everybody is taking this shit as if it's like this nigga died. Like, he died on the mic, but he's okay.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going to get hurt behind this. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all chill out. For real.
And that's all the comments?
Yeah, that's it for right now.
For right now.
Yeah,
But,
y'all tripping.
Nah, shout out to everybody that commented on, liked and voted.
Yeah, man.
That's all, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate things. It's still, we don't know these niggas.
Yeah, it's fun and games.
Like, bro, we don't.
But I believe Akil really does have Drake at 21.
Yeah.
I really do, because he been waiting on this day.
This day has been needed to happen for a long time. And that's why I'm like, yo, like, I'm cool because, like you said, culture versus industry.
Yeah, that's all this was.
That's what this was. Like, yo, man, what is so wrong with positivity in rap?
Yeah.
Like, it has wife, kids. He's not outside like that. He sets a great example for the community, the hood. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
what the fuck?
I've been waiting for Drake to have a battle like this. To be honest with you, I've been waiting. After that Meek Mill shit, I was like, nah, you need a real. You need somebody who's capable of coming at you to really test your skills.
Test your pen.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
I've been personally waiting on something like this. I just didn't know if it was gonna be Kendrick. When Pusha T did, I was like, all right, let me see what he gonna do. When he bowed out, I was like, and he had the perfect excuse. He couldn't excuse this one. I'm so happy that this shit happened. Not because he lost, but I wanted to see, as a fan of just hip hop in general, I just wanted to see how he would react, bro.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this, because I think you kind of touched on it earlier. Not all the way though. What's the most unbiased region when it comes to hip hop? Like, because I feel like that's part of what's happening with the Kendrick and Drake. Because we know obviously the whole West Coast is riding with Kendrick. But who's the most unbiased though? Like, because we know East Coast, the mecca of hip hop. The West Coast, they got some iconic rappers. But you got the North, the Midwest, and the South. And the South got iconic rappers.
Yeah.
Because when you hear, you think like, okay, like the North or the Midwest.
I feel like if it's involved in anybody's home region, I feel like it's gonna always be biased.
Yeah.
I feel like shit. When Flip and T.I. was battling, I knew a lot of niggas in Cloverland that was still saying Flip winning.
Yeah, it's gonna be biased as hell.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's gonna always be biased if you got a dog in the fight. I think, to be honest with you, I feel like it's weird that nobody from Canada came to Drake's defense. So I'm gonna say the North side. I'm gonna say the North. Because I don't. Well, I guess it was their first time.
Basically.
But I didn't see nobody come to his defense. Like, usually somebody would say something. We didn't hear Wayne say shit.
Mm.
But do they even want to get involved with something this big? And they're just saying, hey.
He has a whole entire coast right now dancing to his Repass song.
Yep.
Nobody wants to say anything. The only person that said anything was the game, which is I think everybody motivated to like just get at somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, I need some of this too.
Yeah. And it's just how powerful hip hop is. It's like, yo, you look at what's happening, dog. Like, he gonna be having people sing that song for long. But the lyrics,
like I know you was gonna say the Midwest, but you remember when Chief Keef and who was it? Fetty Wap, it was New Jersey.
I think so. Yeah. You talking about the Chicago scene?
Yeah.
Oh, Lil Reese.
Well, I'm saying when they had the little situation in New Jersey, we gonna come and blow New Jersey up.
Oh yeah, cheap. Ooh,
I don't know if it was about Fetty Wap, but I think it had something to do with something going on in Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm about to look up.
Yeah, when them cities burn bridges like that, it is dangerous though.
But I'm saying they were biased for like Chicago.
That's true.
Midwest was biased for.
So you said the North, basically?
I think the North. I think like Canada. I think U.S. when it comes to beef in just the U.S. in general, like Philly, all of these places, everybody feel like they got the best rappers.
Yeah. Because people in Houston say we got the best rappers, and it's like, I don't know, we do.
We got one of the greatest of all time.
We do got one of the greatest of all time. I mean, if you go just overall music, we got the best with Beyonce, so that's automatically
We
out.
got 2 of the greatest of all time.
Taylor Swift too. She's considered that.
Where's she from?
She from Texas?
Oh, you talking about the North?
Oh yeah, North.
Yeah, no, but yeah, Beyonce, Houston, but rappers, you know, Scarface or whatever, but East Coast believe they got the best. You go ask an East Coast person right now, what's their 5 best?
They gonna say Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas,
Big Pun. Like, they gonna say all
AZ.
they, right. Like, they gonna say all they, you ask the South, Houston, Pimp C's in that top 10 for some
Yeah,
people.
Pimp C in my top 10.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So you
I'm talking about of all time, of all reasons.
yeah, so the most,
Personal top 10.
because I kind of want to say, because, okay, we consider Midwest what? Chicago, St. Louis, who else?
Chicago, St. Louis, Detroit.
Detroit gonna think they have Eminem.
They got Eminem.
They got Eminem. Chicago have Kanye. And St. Louis got Nelly.
Yeah.
So
They got Smino.
Smino. You know what I'm saying?
Another
So
person Drake took their style from too.
so the North. People in Wyoming, North Dakota, Montana.
Nah, I'm talking Canada. I'm talking about a whole different country. U.S. I feel like we
Who
just
do you
biased.
think Canada gonna say?
They don't have no. They gonna say Drake, but obviously not. Nobody rolled for Drake in this situation,
Who's the better artist? Kendrick, Drake. I mean, Drake.
other
Tory,
than academics. Huh?
Drake, Tory Lanez, Weekend. Who the best artists?
You said out of Drake, Tory Lanez, in the weekend.
Yeah.
The Weeknd.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Yeah. Who's cut from that? Drake or Tory Lanez?
Tory Lanez.
Okay. I want to make sure.
I don't know.
Tory Lanez talented, but you know, but
You said who cut from? Oh, who cut from it?
yeah, like out of.
Oh, Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez. Tory
Yeah,
Lanez.
yeah.
Tory Lanez.
So yeah, so I mean that's the thing about the whole it's so tough because we know East and West and the South.
Or let me ask you a question: do y'all think if The Weeknd ever got into a situation, he's not a rapper, but let's just say, do you think that Toronto would be more behind? Do you think Toronto is more behind The Weeknd than Drake?
I believe so.
What you think? Or can you even tell?
It's just that they're both in completely different genres. It's hard to.
But I'm saying as artists, as staples for their country, who gets the most love from the outside looking in? Well, obviously we not.
It's Drake.
Think so?
It's Drake because think about it too. When it was a one time too when Gucci first came out of prison, he had a tour date with Drake in Toronto, but I think he didn't have his visa or passport or something like that, and he had to call Drake to let him in beside the gates. And he did have to do that for a lot of rappers. So as far as that, from the outside looking in, you could say that Drake was damn near the president of Toronto. He was at Raptors games courtside.
That's true.
Lunch with the owner. Like he had a lot of pool.
But I'm saying as far as the people,
Actually, you talking about
we not talking like that.
Cause you said from the outside looking.
Yeah, he plays those games. Well, he has a political strain. He can pull strings politically, but when it comes to the people, what y'all think? I
would
think
say
Drake.
Weeknd.
Huh?
I think the Weeknd would be bigger than. He's
Okay.
pop, but he started
That's
R&B.
the weekend.
Yeah, the Weeknd, the companies and shit, they would still get behind the Weeknd. Weeknd gonna make money regardless. Weeknd was voted the most popular artist last year, so I'm definitely gonna say the Weeknd. And the Weeknd is selling out football stadiums. I understand hip hop is different. I know hip hop. You want to have a more secluded because it's the atmosphere, it's the energy. But the Weeknd is numbers in pop. He's numbers, like the Weeknd is everything. So, and the Weeknd, we live in Houston, but what scandals does the Weeknd have? What does they have on him? Like, he's laid back. He does his music and he's gone. So, I'm gonna go Weeknd.
Funny thing about Weekend too, before we kind of segue to that. There's a guy in my Domino's that argues with me to this day that Rod Wave is a better artist than The Weeknd. And I have to tell this.
Oh my God.
No, keep in mind. The dude was probably what, freshman in college. And we go to Yates across the street. I just say, you know what, this little nigga don't know. He's truly don't know. And I told him, hey, if Rod Wave ever made music to make you fall in love with a woman, it's like fucking the next day while off cocaine at the same time, like, please let me know. But Rod Wave, he doesn't.
What the
shit. But a lot of young kids think that.
What? Okay. So we talk about this era of people, Gen Zs and below. Gen Zs, I'm gonna say Gen Zs. The issue with them when it comes to hip hop is, like I always say, they believe that hip hop started in 2003, and they forget to do the history and the research on hip hop. When we was growing up in the 90s babies, we didn't have the luxury of social media growing up as kids. I throw this out there. Two of my favorite rap groups of all time is Run DMC and Bone Thugs and Harmony. How I discovered them was not through the internet. I discovered Run DMC through the movie Crush Groovin', and I got tied to the group, and I understood and I did the history, and I listened to Run DMC's greatest hits. And then Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm in middle school, and I see a random CD on the ground for all these years. I'm like, I never picked it up. Dusty, blah, blah, whatever. I put that CD in the boombox I had. Well, I didn't say boom, just whatever. Boombox, whatever, CD player. And it was East 99 Eternal. It was scratched up. You know, you remember them CD players were scratched up, and it's like, it's basically broke. I'm like, fuck. So I had to clean it all, wipe it up. And I'm like, oh, this is East 99 Eternal. Not realizing as a kid that this is one of the best hip hop albums ever. And I'm like, that's how I learned about music. Radio, DMX, I'm listening to Bow Wow, I'm listening to all these people, I'm listening to hip hop. Kids now, what they're growing up, when they understand hip hop around like 12, 13, 14, Drake is running the game. It's internet. You ain't got to really do your research that far away for hip hop. And I think that's the issue. That's the issue that they want to just poo-poo away. It's like hip hop started in the 2000s, and we're gonna start with Wayne and go forward. No, do your research on Rakim, LL. People think LL is just the licking lips. No, they wanted to be like LL back then. They wanted to dress like him. They wanted to be like him. You talk about Drake influence in 2020s? No, LL had that same influence in the 80s. The same way, if not more, without the internet. So the kids now, they just want to just listen to all the new rappers and think this is the best era when it comes to rap. And of course, rap evolution it's evolving when it comes to lyrics and all these things.
Well,
but no.
We was talking earlier about this, and I'm using an analogy of when when business and money starts becoming a major factor within anything, it dilutes it all. To where they don't even give a fuck about the skill or nothing like that. How many hits have you put out? How many Billboard records do you have? Hip hop is not built off of accolades. Hip hop is built off of skill. Yeah, we want to make money, but back then, we understood we don't play Billboard games. That's just not what we do. We do is we go and sell records and rock our show. Jay-Z was one of the biggest artists of all time at a certain point. He didn't get his first #1 until Empire State of Mind.
And that's crazy to say.
At the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
So we understood we don't play those games. This generation is being raised off of numbers matter, how many streams matter, things of that nature. And that's not just because you have this amount of streams don't mean that you're any better than somebody who has more streams than you.
Right.
Because nowadays we got these bots, we got all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I was talking earlier and we was using an analogy like, hey, like if we were basing all of this off of talent and things of that nature, why is DeMarcus Cousins out of the NBA?
Yeah.
Politics. Hip hop has become political. So now you got kids that's not understanding what was the real reason for this culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now they're not paying attention to these things, like even give a damn about who the fuck Rakim is, or give a damn about fuck it, who is Run DMC?
KRS-One.
Who is KRS-One? Who is Boogie Down Productions? Who is Eric Sermon? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, who is Wu-Tang? Who is
Tribe Called Quest?
You have to know where you work, where you come from to know where you at.
Yeah.
So that I feel like the younger generation they got it misconstrued. And I think the whole industry, that's why this battle was so important. The culture wins every time.
Yeah.
No matter what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, real deal with Akil.
Man, the culture wins every time, dog.
What did Akil say? Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Man, hey, look here. Cat Winner start this shit off right. Get the bullshit out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get the bullshit out the way. The fake is gonna be exposed this year. It's been a lot of shit happening in 2024. Cat Winner's interview. Who the fuck did I marry girl from TikTok? That shit went crazy in February. The P. Diddy shit. And the Drake Kendrick wiped all that shit away. We like, we forgot that even happened. P. Diddy's like, woo, hey, thank God. Hey, they took the attention away from me.
Man.
But now it's gonna come right back to your ass. So now Kendrick Drake, man, we are in for a motherfucking ride. Real Do to Kill, UFM TV, we are out.